Hi, guys. It's me, Elijah, again. I am reading out some of these documents. These aren't really documents, they're just statements. I have read every single one of them, and I will tell you this some of them from the Siren Rose situation are literally about ripping, which I'm going to be honest, I don't care about the ripping bullshit. There are some that mention a lot about being a cult, stealing money, and lying, but there was one specifically about CNC sexual encounters, which I just found this out. CNC is basically consensual and non-consensual, and it's basically a rape kink. I think that no one should see what is in that specific document, and I am not going to televise that document. As I was recording and reading it, I did not want to read what was in there. It was downright disgusting. And whoever was mentioned in that document, just know that you are a disgusting piece of shit, just like Siren. But oh my god, no. Just absolutely fucking not. Only other thing I want to mention is again, don't bother any of these people. Don't bother Apple Addict. And, I do still kind of want to have that conversation with Siren. I do still kind of want to talk to Toby Rains, but as of right now, neither of them contacted me, even though Toby Rains is a pedo supporter. And Siren Rose is not only a predator, a pedophile, she is a thief, a liar, and a scammer. And she has since been blacklocked from the has-been community and is still trying to go into the freak circus community. Some of my friends have actually been stalking some of those groups that she is in, and they have found some pretty weird stuff that I'm not at liberty to talk about right now. I'm not trying to withhold information myself, but oh boy, some of the stuff she does is just not right. Siren Rose is still a biological female who is a just a downright piece of shit. And whoever is her simps in her poly thing, just fuck off with that crap. There's no such thing as a poly relationship. Just please get in a normal relationship. Go outside, get the fuck off VR, and just only go on VR just to hang with friends. Don't use it for any sexual encounters. It's just fucking stupid. Anyway, just yeah. Hello, my name is Primarch Elijah, also known as Elijah Fisher. I'm a predator hunter when it comes to Has-Been Hotel, and I said I would read off some of the Siren Rose documents. While some of the Siren Rose documents only mention the acts of ripping and contract breaching, those do not really matter to me, because what matters to me is the predator allegations, which have been proven true, and some of the theft. While I could say that some of the theft is relevant to the contract breaches, as of this time it's not really relevant, but I will read them off as the days go by. This document is the Ghost and Chaos situation, labeled My Experiences with Siren Rose. I also am not going to use my little avatar PNG when I read this, since some people have said that they couldn't see the whole document. So here we go. I'm also going to try to conduct myself to where I'm not really yelling, but this is going to be quite long. As this is a 24-page document, I'm going to be giving my own takes still, so be prepared with that. TW mentions of sexual assault. If you have any questions, contact Apple Addict via Discord. She still said those things to me on Discord, but I really don't care. Much luck to her. Everything had started after dating Siren. At the time of dating Siren, I had gotten into an argument with her and asked her if her DID was genuine, to which she got upset, understandably, and it said that she had proof on paper that she had DID. She got her mother on headset, which I don't understand why you would get your mother on headset, and her mother had apparently said that she had DID. She had stated herself that she had DID, and a couple of minutes after that, she had broken up with me. My ex, who I had dated for nearly a year at this point, after a week, then broke up with me, and I found out a week later afterwards that my two exes had started dating. At one point, I had even defended mine and Siren's breaking up when a user decided to speak about our relationship in a public instance and lied about it. I found out later that Siren was friends with that person. Screenshots below show the conversation with her friend after the public interaction. Okay, so I am not aware of who Chaos is or Ghoul, but I think that this is one of her exes or one of her victims. I am not really educated on that. However, I'm still going to be reading. So here we go. So this is the friend deleting account in progress. So the screenshots below show the conversation with her friend after the public interaction. Okay. Yo, I ain't trying to have beef with you, but I did say what blank told me. I think that's Siren, I don't know who. Since I thought it was weird. I was told that you and Siren broke up because you were flirting with blank or took something he said out of context. Next thing I know, your weird ass friend is telling me off for venting to my friends about ignoring it or blocking you. Okay. I initially wanted no drama, and I was conflicted by what I was told a few days ago. So, okay, this is Chaos. I understand. Okay, I don't know why he covers the profile picture here, but he doesn't cover the profile picture here. Okay, so this is Chaos. So Chaos was one of Siren's exes. This is dated October 3rd, 2025. I don't see, though, how my relationship should be public information for you to spread lies about. Okay, so this was the guy in the public instance that he was spreading about the relationship. Okay, so Chaos is on the right. I would talk to blank then or anybody else because I was shocked when he told me that information because I thought you two were a cute couple. Okay, well, that doesn't give you the right to... Just like Chaos said, it doesn't give you the right to just shout that to the heavens about their relationship. A relationship is, their choice to make public. I mean, yeah, when you see people cuddling and e-kissing and all that terminally online slop crap, then yeah, you're pretty much saying, oh yeah, well that's a couple. But if they want to keep it on the down low, both of them want to keep it on the down low. But when I'm hearing my name being said and y'all talking shit on my name and to not say it to my face is low-key kind of weird. Okay, so he's trying to talk in Ebonics. Drag her into a public lobby. Private, what? Don't talk about she like that in public. Also, if this was so important, you can, I don't know. Not block me and talk to me instead of my friends telling me that you're either talking shit about me or under the floor trying to listen in. Actually, spelled actually incorrectly, talk to the person concerned and not a known liar and a ripper. Okay. A little bit of spelling errors there, but I understand. Moving on. I was venting in big bold letters. It doesn't matter, motherfucker. You were talking about me first. You were the one spreading stuff first. You had mine and Siren's name in your mouth first, which, I mean, yeah, credit to Chaos. I mean, if this guy is talking about him and Siren, then, I mean, why is he trying to get in the middle of the relationship? Why is he trying to spread lies? Even though Siren is kind of a pedo and a liar herself, but, it's not an excuse, but you know what, maybe blank was right about you after all. You did kind of fib about the Bree situation, but got it, I guess, doesn't. Okay, I don't really know the Bree situation, but all right. Okay, so I don't like when people say, I guess this was right about you after all. I mean, he did kind of say, he did kind of spit his shit towards him and Siren, but at the same time, it wasn't his relationship. However, Siren is a pred, and she is kind of a thief, so This time, too, I had also asked for my money back from Siren via PayPal because she had completed one commission I had asked her for and not two. She then didn't even send the correct amount and even asked friends for her money so she could send that amount to me, saying the money was for medicine. So, I'm very unaware if this was the 14-year-old. I don't really believe this was the 14-year-old, now 18-year-old. But now this chaos guy, like, he's saying that he had given Siren money. So this is not the first individual that she stole from, that she had scammed. So he asked money back from Siren because she completed one commission, but he asked her for two. Okay, so this right here. She had completed one commission but asked for two, and he provides screenshots. So again, if you're asking for something to where, all right, let me try to structure this. If you are saying you're selling a bag of apples and there's going to be 5 apples in the bag, but in the bag you're only giving me 3 apples, and I paid for the bag of apples, but the apples only are 3 instead of 5, when your sign said that there are 5 apples, that's a scam. So he did get scammed. He asked for 2, and she completed 1 and never completed the second commission. So she never completed two products. She only completed 1 product. Okay. So she didn't even send the correct amount and even asked for friends for money, so she could send the amount to me saying the money was for medicine. Okay, this in my mind just really screams scam. This is why I'm very, very, very much against buying avatars and paying for digital art pieces. This is why I wear public avatars or just buy real art. I don't really trust digital artists because they will always try to scam you, but this is my experience. From the way Chaos structures this whole paragraph here, this mini paragraph, it just seems as though Siren is more of a scammer. So this is from his phone. Okay. That's his Siren's PayPal. We don't got to know her information. This is the 14th of March, 2025 for 65 Canadian dollars. Okay, so this is making me believe that Chaos is that 14-year-old, but I don't really believe so since there wasn't real evidence stating that. But this is 65 Canadian dollars. You paid $3 for a transaction fee. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. All right, that's already enough to buy a PlayStation game. For the Beetlejuice, Fizzaroli, and Personal Lucifer. Okay, so $65 for an avatar. Okay, for both avatars. All right. So the PayPal was so this was canceled. Hey, sorry to bother you, but I need my money back for the commission you didn't complete. I've waited 2 months and you completed. I'm really not going to knock the guy for spelling errors because I don't really want to be that cruel. So, like he's saying, I waited 2 months for the commission. You only I waited 2 months and you completed only one of the commissions. Then, as you've blocked me on Discord. Okay, you see, this is another thing of a scam here. This is the only way I can ask for my money back. If you need evidence that I paid for both of them, I can send a screenshot. So he's got evidence right here that he can send to his bank. And again, I only hope that he got his money back from his bank. But like I said, this is another big sign of a scam. If the artist and the buyer both have an agreement to where the buyer commissions 2 art pieces, in this case avatars, interactable art pieces, whatever you want to call them, then he's paying for both. Like, you're not getting, like, I'm not getting one for the price of two. You're getting two for the price of two. So she's trying to fuck him over by saying, you know what, you're only going to get one for the price of two. That makes no sense, and that is a scam. She had blocked him on Discord to where he can't get with her professionally saying, hey, I have the receipts. Where's my product? Okay, so we've got this one here to where he received. So she received it. I don't really use PayPal, so I wouldn't know. Get the 10 points. Okay, so I believe that she received $15, or he did. Screenshot shows below shows friend gifting her money and labeling it as for medicine. Total transaction $75. Holy crap. Money paid back to give Siren to help. Oh my god. Oh my god. So wait a second. So far, so can we add this up? Hold on. I need to get my phone out here because I know I'm a little bit slow, but this really makes me very, very, very concerned here. So this guy paid Siren $65.43 for 2 avatars, plus a $312 of a transaction fee. This was canceled, so he got this back. So he got this back. Okay, it says money sent. So he got 25 back, and he got 15 back. So this friend sent 3 total transactions. 3 total transactions here, which was $75, give or take. Well, actually, no. It was $76.87. So far, she has scammed $142.03. After all this, Siren had spun this again later after a few months, and after the breakup brought up soon in this document, and one of her close friends had something to say to me because of Siren's lies to her friends about me. Okay, so again, so far she has sent, she's received over $100 some odd dollars. Just, oh my god! Like, again, we're gonna go over this. This guy paid for 2 avatars. She fucked him over because you're supposed to be getting 2 for the price of 2, but in her mind, it was 1 for the price of 2. You can't do that. It says here, for the Beetlejuice and Personal Lucifer. This is her admitting that she is selling 2 products instead of 1 product. You don't... Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. This is terrible. So now, this friend... So one of Siren's closest friends has something to say to him because of Siren's lies? Nope. This is one of Siren's friends on November 6, 2025, talking to Chaos, saying, "You're disgusting, by the way, lying to the extent about people you used to love because you want attention, especially in a fucking public. I always knew there was something up with you. You're a terrible fucking human being. No one's sent me to message you. I just noticed we were still friends on here, and I want to express how disgusting I think you are. I'm not going to clarify what I mean about the first statement about you lying because I'm 100% sure you already know what I mean. I hope to fucking God you change your ways and stop, and that message cuts off there. I had moved on with the relationship and started dating someone from April 1st to April 28th. My girlfriend, I'm not going to say partner because I'm not going to do that whole fucking Gen Z gender neutral shit. Of the time was apparently being lied to about horrible things that apparently I had done to Siren and multiple other people with no evidence, no screenshots. So his girlfriend is being lied to. So just because this dude broke up with Siren, his new girlfriend is being chirped at. Okay. Siren had even stated at one point that I sexually assaulted a friend of hers who I barely even spoke to. Okay, can we just cover this for right now? I'm very much on the fence with this because I hunt predators, but like, is Siren saying that Chaos sexually assaulted someone in real life? Because if so, that is a very, very evil thing to do. And number two, there's no proof of that. Or on the other hand, is she just making it up because it's through VR, like, oh, my phantom touch and shit? Either way, it's still bad to accuse someone of such. On the 28th of April, my girlfriend of under a month said she had to break up with me due to the lies Siren had said about me, and not 10 minutes after the breakup, she had sent one of her other... Oh my god, this fucking poly crap. Like, look at... Oh, okay, no. I don't think the dude was in a poly... Okay, after 10 minutes of the breakup, Siren had sent one of her other partners, fucking disgusting poly shit, dude, to come into the instance while I was upset about emotions were everywhere to record a video of me. She had tried to get me to admit to the lies Siren was spreading. Okay, you know what? He is referring to the simps. So when I say other partners, I'm only going to say simps because Siren has a lot of simps, which there is evidence of it. So he, one of Siren's simps, had tried to get me to admit to the lies Siren was spreading and posted on a blacklist he would make later. I had even found out at this point that Siren was accusing me of also sexually assaulting her or two, and with me being emotional at the time, screamed at the simps of Sirens and tried to preach my innocence. After around 20 or so minutes, my Wi-Fi had gone out and I logged out of VRChat afterwards. This is all just, this whole big paragraph is just terminally online bullshit. Chaos should have immediately, blocked every single one of these guys and threw his hands up and said, okay, this is all bullshit. I'm not blaming him. What I'm blaming Siren for is, you can clearly see here, she just sent her simps to go and harass this guy's girlfriend. And because of the harassment, she broke up with him. So not only is Siren a pedophile, not only is Siren a thief, a scammer, and a liar, she's a master manipulator. Okay. I then the next day made an alt account from the stress she gave me, and frankly having enough with the constant bullshit and lies every day, and after around a week I made various socials that you should not have done this, which I promptly blocked all of them, and everyone I knew. Well, I had blocked her and everyone I knew who she was friends with. Oh fuck, on her. After that, I found out within a few days she had stalked she had stalked and found my alt account through my TikTok and found my VR chat account to add to a blacklist she made, calling me a liar, a Dwana starter, and friends with a Ripper. To which I'm strongly against Rippers, and I have no friends as Rippers. I found out about the blacklist on me due to screenshots of my accounts together and someone I was friends with for little under 2 days coming towards me and asking about it when joining Siren server. Video link in the screenshot. I'm not going to watch the video, but still here. So this is Cruel Ghoul. So Ghoul. Okay. So this is his new account. And again, please don't add anyone. Like, the document's already public, but whatever. Blacklisted, toxic, chaos. This is the clip. I can't really watch this. This is the clip of someone I barely knew asking if I was toxic and drama spreading due to Siren's blacklist on me. Okay. She had even told everyone in her friend group about me and spread lies about me to people. Screenshot below of one of Siren's lies being that I had told Siren that Messenger below had a crush on me, when in reality I had a small crush on them and confided in Siren about it a few weeks before the breakup. I know you're spreading rumors about me. For someone who isn't interested in bullshit, it's ironic how you spread it and start it. Siren told me all your lies and how you claimed me and her girlfriend and at the time, or her simp at the time, had a crush on you. I showed her the screenshots of you saying you had a crush on us. You're a lot on us? What? This fucking DID shit. You're a liar, and I can't believe I saw you as a friend. I'm disappointing you. The reason I didn't want to date you is because you aren't, and it just cuts off there. The last time I had officially texted and spoke to Siren was the 19th of April, around the time of breaking things off with her. Everything else, like the then and imp recording me, was through a messenger of some kind, and I hadn't spoke to her or the simp in VR since then either. Image of pets. Okay, so this is Siren. Siren, we need to talk. After a few months, I became a co-owner of a group with a friend, to which Siren then started to tell others to not join our group because we were Ripper supporters. Okay, and again, so not only are we scamming people, not only are we being a pred, not only are we lying, not only are we stealing money, we're master manipulating here. We are a master manipulator here. What's going on, Siren? Like, how is she not one of the most black-locked individuals in all of VR chat? I don't understand this. This is like more terminally online than I have ever fucking seen. When our rules entailed about no rippers or bullshit, she had even talked about me to said person, even though there was a contract going on at the time about me. A contract? The AI art was correct, but it was a placeholder and is being worked on to be removed, and the Ripper mentioned in the second screenshot atoned for or what she did when he was a child a while ago. Siren had specifically told other users to avoid the group because of the fact that I myself was a co-owner. Siren's admin team at the time, with her instructions to say these things. So this is Siren's Cove. To properly verify you, I'm gonna have to kindly ask that you leave these groups. The first one is owned by a Ripper supporter and is generally a problematic person, while the Why can't people use proper fucking grammar and spelling? I'm sorry. Why? Why can't you people use proper fucking grammar and spelling? I don't know. While the individuals on the staff team that we do not support, the dude also uses AI generated image to promote their group. I mean, I use AI shit, but like this thing here, I mean, if we're talking about this, we're talking about this thing right here. This is all AI slop. This isn't art. Okay? That's not art. I don't use that to promote shit. All right? Do I think the AI shit's cool? Yeah, I mean, it can kind of be cool. But I know it's all slop. Don't I keep saying this. Don't call AI art, call it slop. I use AI slop. But I don't make money off of it. No one should make money off AI slop. Okay, unrelated group. Acheron's Forsaken. Okay. Hey, so I'm going to say this right now. Do not share screenshots of this ticket with others. You are actively causing things to blow out of proportion. It's very uncalled for, as kindly as I can possibly say. That's being a little bit suspicious. And there's SirenRose. Well, seeing you are in Strawberry's group, too. She's going to tell you to leave groups, too. Same with any creator. Strawberry is in Strawberry Wine. Strawberry Wine and I have talked. She's okay. I like that little potato. She's pretty cool. Person being forced to leave Cruel Ghouls groups. Not same with any creator. You are the only group who had told me to leave groups. This was during the time of the contract that prohibits her from talking about Cruel Ghoul. Admin name. Okay. We'll explain everything, but Ghoul is also modding for someone who owns the information hub. Oh, you talking about Tilt? You talking about Tilted? Or you talking about fucking... Well, if it was 2025 at the time, then yeah, it was probably Tilted. Or it was probably Astral. No one will hear our side or ever look at everything and anything we have to say. It is frustrating, but if you can talk on VR, I'll be more than happy to explain everything in detail. Again, this is nothing personal towards you by any means, but because we are extremely uncomfortable with this person, because I am extremely, because there is no we when you're like none of this fucking fake DID shit. I do not feel comfortable with those in my community associating with him by any means. I will not delve into why, as it is personal, but I've stood by this by every group he owns and co-owns. This, what is with this black stuff here? What the fuck? What, do you burn it or something? This also isn't anything against the owner of Forsaken, as we were all friends, at least before he banned me. Okay. No, it's perfectly fine. And again, I am sorry about all this. Again, if needed, I'll be more than happy to talk to him about it. We feel very bleh, the reply about this, and it's a big boundary for us because of how personal it is and how private it is, it's understandable why you'd ask during the time of the contract not to talk about us. This image is from another ticket from a different mod. Oh my goodness. So it's kind of weird how what I'm getting from this is that Ghoul just got the shit end of the stick. Because this guy over here is talking to Siren. Again, predator, liar, scammer, master manipulator. To just ban Chaos and ban Ghoul. When there was no proof of any Ripper or whatever. Overall, Siren has done nothing but lie to others for her own personal gain, and she doesn't understand the lives she has affected negatively, not just in this game, but to people even off the game. She has ruined my relationships, broken trust with my friends, and even psychologically harmed me to a point where I don't even trust my own simps at times. Okay, first off, again, stop with the poly shit. I'm not going to call them partners. Stop with that poly gay shit. But yeah, Chaos, you did get the short end of the stick. And again, I just want to remind you guys that this woman, this fat pedophile woman, stole, scammed so much money from people. And even her own simps send her money. This is fucking disgusting. This document is a short document labeled the Archer situation. It was last updated December 22nd, 2025, 11 days after my 31st birthday. Yeah, well. And it reads as follows. This is about a guy named Archer. This year with SirenRose. God, this is almost like a fucking anime or a manga or some shit. But no, I just like Chaos, I feel very sorry for these guys. I hope these guys get their money back. If you have any questions, please contact Apple Attic on Discord. Jesus, like this is starting to be a fucking disclaimer here. But no, Apple blocked me, but it's whatever. Over the course of 1 full year, Siren has terrorized myself and my simps. She, like, again with this fucking poly shit. So what, is Archer a girl? I'm gonna say that Archer's a girl. Hold on, my Yeti is a little bit acting up here. There we go. She had stalked our accounts. This is the same. So again, this is the same thing from the Chaos document, right? She had stalked our accounts. So, not even from, like, I am not even the first paragraph in, and I'm already seeing repetitive behavior. So the second that you call out Siren, she either sends her own simps after you just to say, hey, stop talking about me, stop doing this. Like, this is like almost a mafia, like a fucking mob mentality here. Jesus Christ. She had stalked our accounts, both on and off VR chat, including TikTok. It's always TikTok, dude. Just get the fuck off of TikTok and other media. Oh my God. This is why I don't have other social media. Social media is a big cancer. It ruins your soul. Oh, never mind. She had sent people after myself and my primary simp, Cruel Ghoul. So again, Cruel, I mean, Ghoul, like Chaos is another simp of Archer's. Jesus fucking Christ. Because she dislikes us and wanted to have people attack us, she has spun lies about myself and my simps. I'm not gonna call you boyfriends or whatever, because that poly shit is gross and should not even be practiced. Labeling us as dangerous people who lie and harm others for our own gains. This is all incorrect and lies. Okay, not really shit sentence to compose there. Especially as I personally have trauma with liars, lying, and falsified truths. Why does this sound like it's either AI or it's a child? I don't know. That's just me. I cannot lie to harm people. Okay, that already is a lie, since everyone lies. Harm events or change stories, as I will cause myself to go into a mental breakdown episode. Same with if anyone I care about lies to me. I'm gonna give you a fact of life. Everyone lies. Even if it's a white lie, everyone fucking lies. Especially on VR chat. SirenRose has stated, oh my God, like, she mentioned Siren, like, this is like a fucking rap or something. Jeez, like, look at this. SirenRose. Okay. SirenRose has started bullshit after bullshit, calling people names. Okay. claiming we have done things we have not, yep, master manipulation, and generally ruining our reputations systematically. She has forced people to unfriend me. She has forced people to leave our groups and has harmed us over and over without consequence. SirenRose sent spies after myself and my simps. And it needs to end. She is a cyberbully and a cyberstalker. This alone just... I don't know why this just screams like it was written by AI or written by a child. But, you know what? That's just me. That's just the unk talking. SirenRose is a very dangerous person who scams, just like what I said, guys. Scams users out of money. I'm going to highlight that one more fucking time. Scams users out of money. Manipulates people into seeing only her side of things with lies. Just like what I said. Okay. And paints anyone she dislikes as people who deserves to be attacked. I don't want to request access. Fuck that. No. She has isolated me. Removed people from my life. I don't think she alone has. She's just manipulated them. You can easily get back into contact with these people. And targeted drama around me and my simps. She had forced my simps, who were together with her in the past, to break up with me, as she disliked me and saw me as a threat. After the breakups of me and my simps, and her past simps, and her breakup with my current simp, who was one of those ex-simps forced to break up with me in the past, like, just stop with the fucking poly shit, guys. It doesn't get you anywhere. She has gone as far as to have spies give her information. This is fucking shit. Like, I'm gonna send spies after you. SirenRose works for fucking BBI and sends Israeli. SirenRose is the new Mossad. SirenRose is the new fucking Mossad. I swear to God. All of this just... This screams Mossad. I think she's a Mossad agent. She has even gone as far to spy and take situations of consent and spun it so that we look like we are the abusers. SirenRose has brought my friends in and hurt them. Okay? Attempted to harm their reputations and tries to force people to take her side. This includes lying about our friends' groups, trying to ruin their reputations and their group reputations as safe spaces for evidence, reference, cruel to ghouls document. Yeah, I already read that. Again, this really paints Siren out to be a Mossad agent. SirenRose has caused more than enough traumatic situations for me. One situation caused enough of a PTSD episode that my therapist has diagnosed me with it on the spot. I highly fucking doubt that. I think this is a little bit of over-exaggeration here. That's a little bit over-exaggeration, but I'm going to take that at face value. An episode SirenRose caused by her dragging me into more bullshit is I was being told that she was calling me a homewrecker and my best friend a cheater. Okay, not for anything. There ain't no such thing as cheating and homewrecking when you're in a poly gross relationship. Because it's not a relationship, so. You're kind of all homewreckers and cheaters, but then again, that's just my 2 cents. Later on, during the confrontation, she proceeded to lie to my face, stating that she had not been the one to state these things to people. Yet I had nearly 5 people comment to me at the time on VR, telling me that SirenRose was calling me a homewrecker and Lucifer a cheater, which there was a Lucifer document, but it's been deleted. She was stating that my former friend Lucifer was a cheater and had cheated on his girlfriend at the time with me. Lucifer's girlfriend at the time had debunked these things, stating in front of multiple people that we were platonically and jokingly flirting. Well, I don't really think you should do that because then again, online relationships aren't real. So, I had confronted Siren on April 14th, 2025 on her accusations and things being spread. I had said to her that I believed her side of things, and as I wanted to listen and hear more about names that she could not provide. The only name was Chaos, who was there with me when Lucifer and I platonically flirted and had gotten permission from one another. Okay, we live in such a fucking brain rot time. Permission to flirt, like, what the fuck, dude? Oh, but all of you are gonna say I'm the asshole, right? That I'm an ass lick for this. No, I'm not. And SirenRose lied directly to my face about Chaos to further villainize him, like she has done with everyone she had spoken about him to since their breakup. She specifically lied about what Chaos, now Ghoul, said, making him seem like he was the villain. She said, and I quote, Chaos told me that Lucifer domed you. Whoa! What? Why do you guys make this all about sex? Domed you? Domed? What the fuck? And it made you uncomfortable. Oh my god. Could you guys stop having sex in VR? It's not real sex. Please go out and touch the fucking grass. Please, and Apple, you know what? I know you're going to be watching this. Listen, I'm not the asshole here. You just gotta go outside, all of you. You gotta go outside. I know the economy is shit, but please go outside. What the fuck does this mean? All that Chaos had said was that Lucifer joke flirted with me and him and domed me and him. I don't want to, and we had fun. I don't want to know what that means. Why are we using that? Dude, I don't like that. I do not like that. We both gave explicit consent. You can give explicit content. Explicit consent? Wait. Explicit consent. I think you're using that I think you're using that stated clearly and in detail, leaving no room for doubt. Fully and clearly expressed or demonstrated, leaving nothing merely implied or unequivocal. So, we had both given consent, and we had asked if platonic flirting was okay with Lucifer's current simp of the time. This, just stop being poly. Oh my god. We waited until we were both told yes before continuing. SirenRose proceeded to spin it so that people began to hate Chaos, making people believe that he was calling Lucifer a cheater. Take note, no one was uncomfortable. We never ever stated that Lucifer was a cheater. Just please go outside. SirenRose regularly pulled me into bullshit, into situations. Even when I was not involved, it got to the point where my simp Luce. You have such stupid fucking names. I'm sorry. I love all of you, but you have stupid fucking names. Had to explain to her that he was sick and tired of trying to give me a peaceful environment, for it to shatter the next morning because of these situations that she had dragged me into. Luce tried to get her and the whole group to talk in a peaceful setting so that we could put the past and present situations to rest, with which she left the instance and refused to talk to anyone ever again. So this already confirms that I'm not going to get a confrontation with her. From another person's conversation with her that happened before my confrontation, it sounded very much like she wanted me to be pissed with Chaos over the situation, and that she knew Chaos and I had been friends. She even spread lies about us being together at the time. and she disliked the fact we were getting close as friends again. This was spread between the beginning of April 2025 to April 14th, 2025. Ghoul and I officially got back together in the little simp shit on May 14th after SirenRose and my other ex and my other simp forced him to break up with me on Christmas Day 2024. Jesus Christ, this spans 2 years. Please go outside. And forced him to keep no contact with me for 3 months against his will. He never wanted to break up with me, but was manipulated into keeping away from me and all of his own friends. I cut off contact with SirenRose officially on December 21st, 2024. I resumed contact with her on March 26th, 2025. About my friends said that she wanted to apologize and give me a second chance, and which I took due to wanting no more bullshit. Siren brought bullshit to me on April 14th, 2025, in which I cut her off for good. I have not had contact with her since. She has since spread things about me and actively caused me issues up until this past month, November 2025. I have kept my mouth shut about her unless I had to make a ban in our group, in which I only spoke to her, to the owners, to give the reasoning, no one else. The ban was also kept private, with only the owners knowing due to its sensitive nature. Other mentions of her to friends were very brief and did not go into detail. I just stated that she caused me trauma and cannot be involved with any bullshit that involves her. Okay. This all could have been rectified if you guys blocked her and said, you know what, I'm not going to do this poly shit. I'm not going to mess with you. You spread one thing, you spread another. You should have just blocked each other. You should have just moved on. That's really it. And you know, I don't really think that's a bad thing for me to say. I understand you guys are terminally and chronically online, but there comes a time to where you have to say, okay, I'm done. Many months later, after I cut her off, she continued to bring me drama. I'm sorry, bullshit. But like, the word drama is so like Gen Z. It's so stupid. Well, we were under contract not to talk about her or the bullshit any longer. And she was directed to do the same. She proceeded to break that contract very publicly by blacklisting our groups and explaining why to people in tickets and in private within the group of Sirens Ocean. She proceeded to spread lies about the group that we were affiliated with, falsely claiming it is a Ripper group and falsely claiming that Ghoul was a Ripper himself. So I don't really think that you guys should have contracts. I know I wrote my own contract, but it was just a statement. The pentagram peace thing that I wrote. It should be a verbal agreement. Don't just leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. If you want to be friends, just be cordial. I don't really understand why in this day and age that we have to be so brain rot and so Gen Z and Gen Alpha about shit to where we can't just act like adults. And also stop with this poly bullshit because it's not real. So I need to know who it was genuinely. This is Archer. This is her. As I said, I'll explain it fully on VR chat. Well, why can't you have a call on Discord? Let me quickly get my phone to give at least a brief explanation until you can get on tonight so I can explain what happened when you think you'll be able to get on, by the way. Okay, this already seems kind of sus to where I understand that if you want to get someone on VR, okay, but you should have called them. Like, you should have called someone. Like, you should have called her and said, yeah, we got to talk about this. Or you could have done it in just by texting, or you should have done it through voice. Like, there is the whole thing in Discord to where you can send voice recordings. That shows more emotion than text. Okay, and I don't know right now. Okay, I'm just having a small panic attack right now because of other things. So you take of it, yeah, panic attack because you're getting caught, bitch. Okay. Screenshots of my DMs with Lucifer before she deleted her accounts. Keep in mind, Lucifer was never called a cheater by myself. Okay. Lucifer, I don't really, I'm not, I don't really care. Evidence of how I conducted myself with the situations involving Siren spreading lies on our affiliated group. The first image occurred when Siren's staff were banning all members of our groups from hers, forcing them to leave our affiliated group to join hers. This message I sent, okay. We cannot expect it to be SirenRose until we have confirmation that this is the group, and if it is, I cannot be involved. Nor can these close to me. All right, I'm just gonna scroll by because now I'm very they like do not attack or harass SirenRose. Well, the thing is that I'm hunting her, so. And then we got Zero here. Zero with a 3. I don't know who the fuck this is, but this is a very short little statement. It's not a full document. Howdy, I'm Zero. I used to work with SirenRose as a head mod, group partner, and family member. Fuck. I can't. I'm currently retired and no longer in the has-been community. Okay. And I wish not to be harassed as I'm doing my own thing where I'm happy and would like to stay it that way. Okay, whatever. You're fine, Zero. I knew Siren for about a year, and I will be explaining my side and what I observed. I first became friends with her in October of 2024, almost 2 years ago. At first, I was afraid of her due to her status and group. I don't know why, I'm not afraid of anyone. I met her through a friend at the time named Not So Offset. Within a month, we became very close. Close enough that we, Offset and me, became interested in possibly considering starting a relationship with her. No. You should not have done that. Due to some events that happened between December and January, I disappeared for 3 months. February of last year. This was the day I decided to reach out and try to come back. She accepted me and decided to take me into her group. And okay. During this time, we got refamiliarized and became close again. After knowing each other for about a month, she made me one of her admins. One thing I noticed was one thing I noticed which was constant when it came to anything involving her, there was bullshit from avatars, her group, and friends. It grew to the point where I would try to see what was going on with that and do my own investigations. When I was admin, my job was to verify new members and ask them to leave groups if they were on the blacklist, almost all of which were people she didn't like, make new blacklists, run instances, and help with her recording meetings. She liked to twist words to make it seem like people were hurting her, and as her friend at the time, I would defend her even when it was hurting me in the process. During the Apple situation, I don't really care what Apple is. I'm just going to say this right now. Apple Addict is not a predator. Apple Addict is not a pedophile. Apple Addict is just someone who runs groups and whatever. Like, she literally lives in Greece and she does nothing. Apple's a good girl. That's it. Apple's a good woman. Like there's no Apple situation or whatever, but Apple just is trying to get the whole thing on Siren to where she's educating a lot of people. Hence why the documents she sent me and she was withholding information, but whatever. Apple's completely fine. There is no Apple situation. I was told lies by Siren to try and spread misinformation. It got to the point where I was ruining my friendship with Apple just to protect Siren because I thought Siren was in the right. I believe Apple and Miharu didn't do anything wrong. I know Miharu. She is a non-Caucasian woman who I believe she is close to my age, actually. I haven't seen her in the has-been community again, but again, I know for a fact she has no allegations on her. Well, I know she's got allegations, but I don't really think they're predator allegations. I don't really think that a biological non-Caucasian woman who's... I don't know. I just don't think Miharu has anything. If she does, I'm going to know about it, but I don't think so. Didn't do anything wrong looking back now. Siren also defended me and my old relationship with Quinn, defending me through it all. And when I left, she pulled a 180 and is spreading I'm a pedophile. Jesus Christ, okay. She's pretty evil for that, to be honest. This is probably a young man who wrote this, because the grammatical errors, my God. I wish that things would have ended better. I'm a guy who wants peace above all, but I was manipulated emotionally. During all this, I was told I was doing good by hurting people who were my friends and following Siren. This is the sign of Siren just being a cult leader. That is cult leader mentality. This is very similar to Heaven's Gate, if you guys know what that is. It's very similar to cult-like mentality, Scientology, all that. I personally believe the entire Siren family is a cult. Is a cult! I just read that! I just fucking read that. They work like a hive mind. This dude gets it. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying now, guys? If they see you as a threat, they will cut you off in every way and make you seem like the true enemy to everyone they have influence over. They will actively go out of their way to avoid you, talk trash, and make a scene. Oh my God, D is here. I no longer want to be here. Help! I'm uncomfortable. They would use trauma as a get out of jail free card, and you use that every time she wanted to win an argument or gain sympathy. I don't know what the fuck this is. Whenever I would get a new model, she had I don't know if that's Native American. She. No, it sounds Japanese. Would always ask me to make a prismatic style edit for her. I have done 3 edits for her in the past without asking for payment. And I knew she did this for other people in the past. She has asked many people do edits, models, and more, okay? She has asked me for money in the past, and I sent her $15 through PayPal. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. I get it. You don't send random people online money. You don't send them money, okay? You don't want to do that. I never did that with James. I never did that with Owen. I never did that with Batman. I never did that with Iceberg. I never did that with nobody. I may have joked around, but no. Oh my God, dude. And I know for a fact she has asked for way more from other people. She claims the money is for food or living, but she always seems to have money for new models. I don't know. I always found that kind of funny. Okay, so all she's doing is just being a whore. That's all she's doing is being a whore. So what I'm getting from this is the biggest thing that Siren is guilty of is not only the pedophile shit, but she's a liar and a scammer and a thief. Just like what I said. Final note. When I left, I visited Siren to tell her that I'm leaving. I explained that I was hearing things from people and I didn't want to be a part of it anymore. He wanted to leave the cult. Good on him. That I wanted to step away from the community since I'm tired of all the bullshit. She quickly got aggressive and defensive and stayed in. If it wasn't for me, you would be on this game. You mean if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be on this game. Okay. You know, I've met James through VR chat. I meant Owen through VR chat. It was because of me that I brought them together. But you know what? I don't want to hold that. You don't ever hold that shit above someone's head. Siren, you are a cunt for that. Jesus Christ. That stings coming from someone you trusted so long. I have left and given a warning that if my name was brought up again after I left, I would be back in full force. And here I am, back again with full anger. As of my knowledge, all cases are dealt with and resolved according to Apple and Miharu. Not really. Because she hadn't met me. That is the synopsis of everything so far. I hope this works. 0 with A3. And to Toby Rains. Ooh! A friend I wanted to get out of that situation the moment I left. I want you to know and realize Siren and her little simps are not the greatest people to be around. I want you to trust me when I say I've seen and done stuff for Siren's party that made me question my morals. I like how he says Siren's party like she's like the party of Siren or the political party. I like this guy. 0. I love you, bro. This guy, like, you're funny as fuck. That made me question my morals. I asked myself, was all this okay? And that's when I realized I needed to leave. I tried leaving peacefully and without a single word, but then I received info and messages stating Siren was spreading misinformation on my name. I don't attack first. I only defend. And currently I'm defending those who have been hurt by Siren's actions. And I want you to do me a favor. As your wedding priest, what is that? Okay. I retract that statement, 0. You are a cringy motherfucker. Your friend and someone who cares about your safety. Ask yourself and look back. When has there ever been peace with Siren? When has it ever been bullshit for you with her? Please think hard on this, your friend Z. So even 0 tried to convince Toby Rains, who is a pedo supporter, to leave Siren's side. I don't know what that whole wedding priest bullshit was, but whew. All right, this is the last document I'm going to be reading on of SirenRose, which is her general blacklist, or calling for her blacklock. This is, of course, made by Apple Addict. One of the many other documents. Holy shit. Being in contact with Kigo Yamada. I do know Kigo. Questionable behavior towards minors. Yep. Mentions of suicide. Oh, God. Okay, so 1. While I don't have proof that she has been directly informed, even if I've been told, I know that he and her simps are aware of her socials who include posts from ripped avatars. There are accusations of Kigo, a 19-year-old woman, dating a 14 to 15-year-old at some point. The only proof was a picture of Kigo being in the person's lap. However, I couldn't personally find the account due to the fact that it had some name changes. There is an entire blacklist on Kigo because of Siren 2 for faking suicide or suicide baiting. Okay. All because of the situation involving SirenRose. That's not, I mean, you can't really just say proof 1. That's a statement. You're not showing any proof, but whatever. Kigo 2I. Okay, you mean this is written really weirdly. Kigo was also one of the people who kept close contact with Pup for Pain. With that knowledge, Siren ended up cutting Pup for Pain off for a while. All will be explained in proof 2. One thing, so 2 continued. So you mean 2A? Or really it's just 3? One thing I think is also worth mentioning is the fact that she repeatedly vented and depended on a minor for most, if not every, case involving me and others. Toby, who is 17 during most of this. Okay, so even though I know for a fact now Toby is above the age of 17, really above the age of 18, she had vented to him about every occurrence and asked me to get it on to comfort her for, I'm guessing, multiple times. I have proof of one time, however, a 22-year-old who was supposedly a mother figure to a 17-year-old wouldn't say I need you and beg him to get on because of a panic attack she had. It's as if she's taking advantage of the true vulnerability a mother-child relationship has. Just don't do this crap, dude. Just don't. I've seen a lot of people concerned with their relationship, even if Toby would and probably still claim it's all right. When we texted, it was clear to me that he was under a lot of stress and pressure, okay? I've witnessed Siren talking about needing money on multiple occasions, receiving money by multiple parties from Ghoul, Zero, Lucifer, people in my server. Okay, I get it. Why buy full body tracking when you claim to not have money to feed yourself? Yep, this is a big one right here, which is the scamming. Talking about needing money. She scammed Cannonball 23. He paid a commission of over $100 and he never received it. So, again, she is a scammer. He ended up cutting contact after her hearing all the things she has done, assuming that she wouldn't be able to pay him back due to her complaining about her financial problems. Chaos and Ghoul was a dude who also got scammed. Proof says enough for... Okay, this is still shittily written so far, but we're gonna get past that. Proof it's her VRC mom. Okay, just... Yep, I know about Kigo Yamada. Proof if she was a rare ripped avatars. Okay, I don't really care about the ripping situation. Yep, we get it. I don't care about it. Okay, I don't really care about the fucking... I don't really care about the whole rip situation, because I don't really care about rippers. Okay, so I care about the whole suicide baiting. I did it. Did what? She told me on my alt she faked killing herself. She admitted it. Okay, what is that? The proof that she was sitting on a minor's lap she was dating, however, that cannot be 100% confirmed. Proof that Siren knew about the recent information that Puffer Payne had admitted to being a chronophile. Okay, alright. Okay, this is actually Apple and her talking. Siren had started talking with Puffer Payne when it's when I started getting concerned about and confronted her about it. I told her it wasn't okay for an adult above their 20. Okay, I can't really... Apple Addict is Greek, so grammar is not really her strong suit, so we're not going to get on her ass about that. For an adult in their 20s or above 20 years old to be around a 15-year-old, then she proceeded to guilt me by saying that she couldn't have her own over a child that admitted to liking adults. By the way, at the time, Puffer Payne was also a Ripper. Again, I don't really care about the Ripper stuff. I care about the scamming and the pedo shit. I'm gonna... A couple days after, I joined an instance where she was still in with Puffer Payne. I mentioned the situation to her again. Mind you, it's been 5 days. She got frustrated and told me I was defending the pedophile while she was defending Pup. Then proceeded to act odd towards me. I felt bad and messaged her when I got off. I let it go completely, but told her that if she continued being around Puffer Payne, I'd cut ties with her. All that happened on VR, but here are the messages. Okay, again, like... I don't really care about the Rippers. I care about the pedophilia. But... Okay. This is all a little bit weird to me. Jesus Christ. And there's Virtual, who is another pedo supporter, one of her simps. Oh my god, I can't even. She had asked me to send her money for food pretty much. So, oh, okay. So we got okay, so this is good. She had asked me to send her money for food pretty much. She never paid me back. So Apple even got scammed. Okay, Apple Addict got scammed. Okay, here we go. Can we zoom in on this actually? Hold on a second. Cuz now we got some good tea here. I'm a sob. I don't have food and I'm hungry as fuck and I get paid tomorrow. Okay, this was in 2025, right? 13. Okay. This was now because like I said, Apple is Greek. She does things weirdly. The February 13th of 2025. I'll admit the economy wasn't like even a year ago still wasn't the best, but you're over here telling me that you don't have food to feed yourself. Like, this really seems like that Bad Bunny streamer. Like, chat, where's my $5? Oh, there has to be something. Even Apple is calling her out. No, not until like 6 p.m., which is like 10 hours from now. Little bits of advice. Don't buy junk. Okay? Don't buy junk. Learn to not eat like a fucking pig. Okay? Maybe drink something? I've been drinking water. It's not working. She's such a fucking liar. She really is. Not coffee, though. It's going to give you a tummy ache. I'm hoping I can get like $20 somehow and get some eggs and bread. Like, what the fuck? Okay. I kind of want to say this. And this is a point that that was brought up all the way back in the document. I'm gonna go zoop up right here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go zoop up right here. Hold on. It was when Apple said this. Okay. I've witnessed Siren talking about needing money on multiple occasions, received money from multiple parties, from Ghoul Zero, Lucifer, people from my server, even me. She claims not to ask about money, but the way she says it is equal to asking. She mentions the exact amount and why, usually using excuses as being hungry, needing money for medication, which is exactly what we covered in the first video of SirenRose, which are not to be ignored. But if she was in such need, why would she buy so many avatars? Why would she be willing to spend... Okay, here we go. Why would she be willing to buy so many avatars? Why would she be willing to spend so much money and assets? Why buy full body tracking when you claim not have money to feed yourself? This is very pertinent. And this is what I want to talk to you guys about. Even in this broken economy right now, don't spend money on VRC Plus or full body or whatever. Be smart with your money. Okay? I don't see how I'm an asshole for telling you this, but be smart with your money. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Why are we not smart with money nowadays? Oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna go buy $600 with it. No! Jesus. Oh my fucking God. And of course, Apple's trying to play this off. I'm hoping I can get like $20 for red. Can't your simps lend you some or something? No, they don't have anything at the moment. That's so oh my God. Well, I could, and look, so Apple, no disrespect to you, but you fell for this. But oh my God. And she's in Greece, right? So hold on. So the Greek currency is the euro. Ooh, how much did you give her, Apple? Well, I could give you this time, but I'm generally not really comfortable sharing money because the past experiences. Oh my God. Yeah, and again, thank you. If you need, I'll pay you back either tomorrow or her next paycheck. Plus, I got to commission you for those assets. There you go. Oh, my God. Oh, no. No, no. Apple. 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 Apple, why? I know it's been a year, but why did you do that? You really... Even I, being 31, I know not to give people money. Now, I'm going to admit this right now. I bought people a few games. I gave them PlayStation Plus, but I never gave them actual money. That's what I'm going to... That's what I never did. I bought people some games, yes. But I never gave them actual fucking money. No fucking way, dude. I don't know what the hell this is. I did pay you back. Pretty sure that was a commission. She gave her €12.54. Oh, man. No, it wasn't. Because for the clock and staff. Okay. It was. So Apple is calling her out. So Apple's calling her out saying, pretty sure that was a commission. So the money I gave you, something's 2 and 2 don't make 5 here. That's for the clock stuff. Since you looked at the dates up, this was probably for Chaos' stuff. I'll look into it tomorrow since I'm tired. I don't want you to pay me back. I only brought it up as an example. Please talk about this with Lucifer and let me know if you need anything. This isn't fun for me. Well, it isn't. Fuck. It's pretty terrible over there in Greece. But, it's a good country. I'm kind of half Greek. But do let me know if you need anything, as in what do I have to say or what I have to remember. I'm sorry for threatening, but I really could not tolerate the way he virtual handled it. Okay, so this is basically her saying, listen, bitch, I know something's up, but I don't want you to give me the money back. Okay? I know I don't ask for money. I never have, besides one time. That's a fucking bold-faced lie. So look at this. So look. Apple gives her the business. Siren, respectfully, if you bring up needing money for something to someone that is currently gifting and giving out money, there's a reason why. No, there isn't. Not the way I look at it. Legit. What? Brought up wishing I could do that, not being able to because of my debt of 7,000. Wait a second. This bitch has a debt of 7,000 Canadian dollars. Who did she fucking borrow from? The fucking Italian mob? Why do you have a debt of 7,000 Canadian dollars? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. My debt of 7,000. Holy shit. Either you're that's like Ivy League school numbers. And I know for a fact Siren ain't going to no fucking Ivy League school. Oh my god, $7,000. So wait. Hold on. Can we zoom in on this? Can we zoom in? So is it fair to say that because she has a debt of 7,000, is that why she scammed people? Or maybe she's lying to Apple? Because there's no way you have that kind of debt unless you're paying off college loans, or rather student loans, or you're in deep shit with the wrong people. With Siren, I don't want to make any assumptions. Before that day, I even semi-vented to Lucifer or me struggling with money because of my ex-simp. That's why I'll be taking Lucifer's side from how things are now. If you talk things out, we'll see I don't remember the debt. I only remember the meds being brought up. I did mention the debt. I'm done with this. I'll figure it out. And I don't get how venting about needing money to someone that is willing to give it to you and obviously too kind to refuse will help your situation. I don't have anything against you. I'm not shaming you or anything like that. I'm only speaking what I think is right from my point of view with what I have now. Yeah, if you're venting about someone about needing money to someone that's willing to give it to you. Like, okay, if I give you like $15 and you're saying, oh, well, I need money right now, you're not going to be an ungrateful piece of shit. Siren's ungrateful. And she's a scammer and she's a thief and she's a pedo. So, something she obviously he did not do, probably said to guilt me at the time. I don't vent to people who will hopefully have them give me money ever. That's incorrect because of what your pedophile victim had said. But for now on, I just won't vent about it. Lies. She still did. It's just money stresses me out because of my ex-simp and how much debt I'm in. So obviously I'll vent about it. Okay. I don't know about you, but with this ex, why would you owe your ex $7,000? Did you break did you smash up his fucking car? This was never explained why she's in debt to $7,000. I don't believe any of this. Like, do people think I'm this terrible fucking person or something? Yes. With schemes, yes. I even mentioned being able to get it on the 16th, hopefully, because that's when I get paid when it was on me. Virtual. Well, okay. If you have, so now it's confirmed that she has a job. Lucky her. In this economy. Why don't you just save up money? Like, cut your paycheck in half. But again, I'm just a millennial. I wouldn't know how these Gen Z, Gen Alpha people work. I'm the asshole, apparently. You know what? Yep, Elijah's the asshole. All right, I am the asshole. I have common sense. I'm the asshole, guys. I'm the asshole. First, me, so-called not caring about them. Then this, I am done, Apple. I'll figure out how to pay them back, but I'm not talking about shit anymore. So this is just her making excuses, saying, you got the money, so I'm done. So, you gave me the money, now I'm running. But Apple didn't fucking take that shit because she's a tough bitch. I still like Apple, even though we blocked each other. I still like her. I would have taken your side if you didn't pretty much ask me for money, which you did. You asked Apple for money. Since I tried avoiding it really hard, since it's something I'm genuinely uncomfortable with, if you kept pushing it, I'm hoping to get specific amount of money. That's not directly asking, then what is? And she shows screenshots. I never said anything about commissions, and like I said, this isn't about me. I don't care that you didn't pay me back for the specific thing, but I just pointed it out because it happened to me. Also, just to be clear, that's not something I held against you either. I personally didn't mind. Proof that Cannonball had paid SirenRose. The fuck. Okay. So again, he paid her $100, right? For avatar. This is why I wear public avatars. I'm sorry. I had my own personal avatar. Like, my avatar creator was a cunt, and he's a cuck for publicizing it. But I don't fucking care. Like, I don't care if my avatar is public. I don't fucking care. I wear public avatars anyway. That doesn't make me poor, okay? You paid $119 for a fucking avatar that this bitch took, with $8.19 in transaction fees. And this is him talking, saying, Mafia Pika. So this is him saying all the shit he wants. And this is him talking to Apple. Apple says, I'm guessing that you never received the commission. Nope, never did. Or did you tell her? Or did you... So there we go. So that's not Canadian. That's USD. That's USD. So again, Cannonball, I hope you got with your bank on that. Did you tell her, or did you two cut off? No, I've told her multiple times as I witness. I don't know what this whole censor is, but whatever, I don't really care. As I witnessed, and my girl, I as my witness and my girl. But but she would always try to change the subject or say someone was in front of me with a commission, which I feel like was a lie because this was all the way back in March. Do you have DM proof about it? Like I'm not replying. No, it was all verbal on game. Okay, this is bad because here's the thing. If you are going to try to file a scam, then you should have recorded it if it was verbal and you never received it. But that's how these avatar creators, scammers will get you, because nothing is in text or nothing's in parchment. If nothing is recorded in parchment or on text, that's how they fuck you. How did you never go further to get your money back? After what I was seeing and that at what she did to, okay, I didn't want to be anywhere near her. Plus, I knew you wouldn't have the money since she's always asking people for money. And whoa, we got a funny windmill here. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Oh, and this isn't the first time Siren has dated a racist piece of shit, by the way. Her ex-simp, Eternal, a non-black person, by the way, would constantly say the N-word, and Siren defended it. Whenever I tried calling it out, he even did some fucked up shit, like making a Nazi flag in his SCRK world. I don't know what that fucking stands for. And posting it publicly in Siren's server. I'm gonna be honest. The swastika is a very offensive symbol, okay? That's why I don't have swastikas on my shit. I don't. I just have the Iron Cross. I am German. I have the Iron Cross. I don't use the funny windmill. Even though the swastika was a sign of peace, look it up. And Hitler did switch it on its side to make it more evil. Even the Japanese use the swastika in Japanese kanji. Again, look that up. But obviously, like, this is not a fucking Shintoist. He just made a swastika, which is fucking retarded. I can laugh at this because it is retarded. Siren had whoa. Hold on. I don't know if that's... Is that corn? Okay, that's not corn. I'm sorry. I don't know if that was pornography. If that was, I wasn't going to post that. Siren had originally used the excuse that Crow was too new to VR chat to know what ripping was. However, it was incredibly false. Okay, that's again with ripping. I don't really care about ripping. Okay. So now Apple's had enough. And this is in July. Sure, I would have anyways. And I don't know what you're trying to spread. I literally opened a ticket to confirm 2 purchases just to make sure and got concerned after. Or I don't know what that is. Pause. I don't know what the fuck that is. Couldn't. I didn't do anything wrong nor call you a ripper. If that's what you're trying to say. We call people rippas here. We don't say the hard R. Okay, I'm just joking around. I was actually right about them not owning avatars. Okay. Jesus. I don't care about any of this shit. So, okay. Jesus Christ. So look, thank you guys for watching and leaving whatever. This is a long ass video, but I can't read any more of this shit. I can't. Siren, oh my god, you are such a fucking cunt, okay? You really are. You've scammed people. You've lied. Like, you did shit to kids. We're still gonna look into this, man. And there's plenty more to come. Not even hell deters the hunt. Go the fuck outside.